Good morning, Mrs. Greer's fourth graders. Today the video will help you with the worksheet from Smoke Jumper's multisyllabic words. You'll need to type your name here at the top, and then here are the spelling words for the week, and these will be our answers, and you'll need to type the answers here in the boxes. All right, so I'll help you with this. This worksheet was a bit difficult. The directions say antonyms. Write a list word that has the opposite or almost the opposite meaning. So antonyms means the opposite. So we're looking at these words and trying to find the opposite word from the spelling list. So the first word is pleasant. Pleasant. Let's look through. Pleasant means happy. It means agreeable. And so I believe number one would be disagreeable. So if you're pleasant, it means you agree, you go with the flow. The opposite of that is you're disagreeable. You don't like to. Oops. If that happens, you can just insert a text box again and then type in it. And if it's not long enough, you just pull it. And if I need to move it up so it's on the line, I can do that. All right. Number two, joyfully. If you're joy, that means you're happy. And there was a word on here that was unhappily. So if you're joyfully, the opposite or the antonym would be unhappily. So I'll just delete type text here and I'll write unhappily. Make sure you're spelling the words correctly. I know that it's hard for you to write on the paper while I'm doing the video. So if you just use a blank piece of paper and number it 1, write the answer. Number 2, write the answer. Then you can go back to your paper and type them in. Inattentively. Number 3, inattentively. All right. So attention. So it means I'm not paying attention. So I need a word that means I am paying attention, because if I'm inattentive, it means I'm not paying attention. So I need a word that means paying attention. So I look down here, watchfully. So if I'm watching, I must be paying attention. So I'll type watchfully here. Number 4, unfairness. We all know what unfair means. We say that at school all the time. That's not fair. So I need a word that means fair. I'm imagining this happens in the gym or on the playground quite a bit. So unfair would be the opposite of sportsmanship. If you have good sportsmanship, you play the game fair. You don't cheat. You don't call somebody out when they were really safe, like for mat ball. Number 5, certain. Certain means it's definitely going to happen. I know what the answer is. It makes sense. And so I believe like certain means it's definitely going to happen. And I think undefined there we go, would be the opposite of certain. Number 6 was the hardest one for me. In fact, I actually skipped it and did the rest to see which answer was left because I just wasn't sure. Unexceptionally. Well, if you're exceptional, that means you are incredible. You're doing wonderful. It's exciting. So the opposite of unacceptable, because un means not, is incredibly. There we go. And I think the top part was probably the hardest part of this page. Synonyms were a bit easier because it's like they're telling you what the word means and you have to find the answer. So synonyms, write the list word that has the same or almost the same meaning. So a statement. When you make a statement, it's like a declarative sentence. You're just saying something. So that would be a declaration. It makes me think of the Declaration of Independence, and that was a statement with all the rules when our country was brand new. They called the wrong number. I'm not sure if any of you do that now, since most of you have cell phones and you just push the person that you want to talk to. But if you're old like me, you actually had to dial the phone, and sometimes you would make a mistake and you would misdial. There we go. The career's end. So when you're done working, you didn't get fired, but you don't want to work anymore. You're ending your career. You are retiring. That's retirement. And relocation. So relocation means location is a place, and re means again. So to be placed again would be displacement. All right. So we're getting closer to the end here. These were a little bit easier. Again, they're synonyms. It says replace the underlined words with the list words that mean the same thing. So something that means the same as the word that's underlined, and we'll type the answers in the boxes. Number 11 says you can call a number to listen to a taped message that tells the movie schedule. Again, this page must be old because that's something I did when I was a kid. You had to call the movie theater, and there was a pre-recorded message that would tell you the time that each movie started before the internet. Pre-recorded. Number 12, the food committee served cookies and lemonade. So I need another word that means the same as food, and that would be refreshment. The refreshment table, or the refreshment committee. Number 13, we sang the silly song cheerfully. So another word that means cheerful, and that would be gleefully. If you have a lot of glee, it means you're happy. Number 14, the naval cadet mopped the deck. So I'm looking for a military word, a word that means that you were in the military, and that would be midshipman. Number 15, the figures in the painting are blurry and vague. So I need a word that means the same as vague. Now remember, we're getting down to the end here. We don't have a lot of choices left. So vague would mean questionable, meaning I can't understand what they mean. They're blurry. I don't see them. Number 16, my response to eating tomatoes is hives and puffy eyes. So they must be allergic. And if you eat something you're allergic to, you have a reaction. So a response would be a reaction. Number 17, I mistakenly gave credit to the wrong person. So a mistake. Another word that means the same as mistake would be incorrectly. Number 18, fortunately, the glass I dropped is indestructible. So if you can't destruct it, you can't break it, it is unbreakable. Number 19, I returned the shoes and I'm waiting for my refund check. Some of you might have experience with that when you buy something and they don't fit and you need your money back. And so that would be a repayment. You're getting your money back. Pay again. Be repayment. And then the last one, we only have one answer left if you were crossing them off. And it says, our naughty dog failed at puppy training school. So I need another word that means naughty. And any of you that have dogs, you might have a naughty dog. And you know that they might be disobedient. And dis means not, so not obedient. They don't obey the rules. Disobedient. All right, and make sure you spell your words right. And then after you have all of them typed in the boxes, go back and hit turn in. All right, see you later.